So ventilation is important because remember we talked about moisture is not good for pests, it's not good for mold, it's not good for humidity. So you need, if you have a fireplace, you need to make sure that it is vented well. There are vents on it, you have to make sure it works well, that it's cleaned well, and that you use wood that is natural wood, not stained wood or wood that has paint on it. The other thing you need to be careful if you have a wood burning stove, that it has a tight seal and is vented correctly outside the home, and using your manufacturing instructions to make sure that that is done correctly. The other thing is if you have a dryer and you have the hose that needs to be vented outside, so you need to make sure it is vented outside the house. And when you put the hose out, you also need to make sure that there is the plating that goes on the window you're using, and then the hose goes out a hole on that plating. You can't just throw the hose out the window because then all that moisture is coming back. So those are different ventilation things that you need to be aware of, including the vents that you're using for moisture in your kitchen over your stove, and also in your bathroom, either the window or the vent fan that you use for moisture. So you have a gas stove, and with a gas stove there are gases that come from it, and that can be an irritant. So a thing to use is, I see you do have a fan, so when you're cooking it's good to either leave the fan on or to leave a window open, or both, for ventilation. The other thing is never heat your home with your stove. There are people that have left the stove partway open and put on the heat because they figure they'll get a little extra heat from the oven. That throws a lot of gas out. That is dangerous for the child also. So never use that as a heating source. So it's good to close your windows on days with heavy rain because of a lot of moisture that can get into the home. Also, when you see the pollen levels are very high, and your child definitely is allergic to pollen, if you know that, keep the windows closed, especially in the bedroom. And another time to keep the windows closed and use air conditioning if you have it is on high ozone days.